Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm a special guest to y'all performance.
But sis, we
Again,
talking about
I'm
the
a
party.
special guest.
But we're
to
talking
y'all
about the party though.
performances.
Well, okay, Nick. You ain't gotta scream at me. So the episode picks up where the last one left off with Razor and Stunna getting into it on the plane, and wigless Razor is having a meltdown. It's all lopsided as shit. I mean, it gets so bad to where she's yelling at the crew belligerently.
No! Fuck me! Fucking hot!
So they get off the plane and they get to a, I guess they go into a little limo or whatever, a bus, so they can drive to the house. They say it was because of an emergency landing or something, and they didn't want to end up on the no-fly list. I don't know, because you got these ghetto hood rat ratchet hoes just really be doing the entire most. And you know Natalie don't play. I mean, Natalie is about her bag, honey. She will turn up for the cameras. Bitch, what you gonna do? Cut. Okay, yes, so we're gonna do this, meet at this location, and then we're gonna go film here, and then we're gonna do the editing at this. See, you know how Natalie knows how to do this shit. Like, she plays along, but she know. But these ghetto hoes know. But I mean, the heifer actually ends up going to Natalie too.
Yes. I don't give a fuck! I don't care!
Girl, calm down. It's just so unbecoming. You look like a ragamuffin gutter snipe. Like, girl, Razor, you really got to get it together, girl. And apparently you got businesses. Look, I don't know what kind of businesses you be getting acting crazy, but girl, if I was your business partner, I'd be like, the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Let me go find another girl and another business partner, because this chick gonna mess up the bag. Meanwhile, Stunna Girl gets put in another bus, and she is just going off on the security. Well, not really going off, like, she's just venting to the security. She's not going off on them like Razor was. You know what I mean?
Bitch, sit here pulling my real hair, you bald-headed ass, ugly ass, bitch like fucking Rufus.
Not Rufus. So meanwhile, on the bus, they FaceTime Rob. They ask her, like, oh, are you coming to Phoenix? And then she's like, yeah, I'll meet you guys in Phoenix tomorrow night. And they're like, okay, cool. So after they get off the phone with Krishan, Rollie has an idea for the girls to just kind of like go around and share their like personal, you know, grievances and personal stuff that's going on in their lives, things they've been through, such as. And it's actually funny because Tommie, Rollie has all this to say, and then Tommie's like, okay, well then you start then. Well, I'm sorry, I'm a little sick, but I just thought that was so funny. It's like, okay, well you want to talk this big game, tell your T then. But I gotta be real with you, I would not be telling these girls none of my business, because they're just gonna turn around and use it against me. So I was just like, no. But Kat went around and told her story about how she lost a friend from COVID, and then DJ Sky said she lost her dad from COVID. Also comes out that Rollie was homeless at one point with her kid. And apparently she lost her man before she filmed Baddies South, and she was really depressed about that. And I was like, oh my gosh, wow. Tommie, when they ask her, like, oh, what do you want to talk about? She's like, y'all already know my story, basically. Like, y'all already know it, I don't need to say it. And I'm like, that's true. But do you think, well, we don't know what's going on really in your life currently. We know what's happened before. I see you, Tommie. You just want to give them hoes all your business. I don't blame you. Biggie opens up about how she wasn't black enough for the black girls and Latina enough for the Latina girls. So it's kind of been a struggle for her her whole life. You know, bitches really wasn't fucking with her until she became a promoter and got her money up. And, you know, she still suffers from sort of like that insecurity before she made it big. Meanwhile, on the bus, Razor starts going off and is like, I don't want Scotty to sit next to me. And so Scotty just gets up and moves because Scotty doesn't want no issues. And, you know, Razor is just a complete drunk mess right now. And it's just really crazy how, like, they supposedly squashed their beef, but now she's just kind of going off on Scotty again. And I know she's drunk, but it's just sort of like, well, damn, girl, like, I don't want her sitting next to me. I do not know how Natalie is keeping her cool with Razor, because I'm literally like, girl, I would have sent Razor home that night. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would have sent her home because you're acting up on the private jet, possibly getting us on a no-fly list. You talking to me crazy. You talking to producers crazy. You loud, annoying. This is the second time this shit has happened. I would have sent that bitch home. But Natalie, I guess she's used to this business, used to the crazy shit. She wants to get to the back. And you gotta be fucked up dealing with these hoes. I'd be drinking and drinking too, because if I was sober dealing with them motherfuckers, I would be like, get the fuck out! And then now this drunk bitch gonna go and like try to FaceTime Krishan for no reason. Like, why are you FaceTiming Krishan and just going off about this shit? Like, why? It made no sense. And then we didn't even hear Krishan on the line. Like, Krishan was probably like, the fuck? Girl, bye. Let me go back to sucking Blueface's dick. So they finally get home to the Phoenix house. They rode in two separate cars, obviously, because Stunna, yeah. And the house is really beautiful. You know, they like it a lot better than the house before in Vegas. It's very nice, you know, very luxurious. You know, I love it, I love it, I love it. So Razor ends up just going to bed because the drunk bitch needs to pass out. And Natalie and Scotty and Stunna talk about basically like, are you going to be able to be around and not fight in Scottsdale or Phoenix or whatever? And she's like, yeah, we'll be cool. So the other girls finally get to the house as well. They see it, they love it, it's beautiful. But Biggie is mad that she gotta share these little bunk bed things with Scotty or DJ Sky or whatever. So she's really pissed off about that. But supposedly Tommie gets her another room and it's fine. So the next morning, Tommie and Natalie talk about the night before. She fills her in on the craziness of the private jet. And then Natalie asks Tommie how the bus was, and Tommie says the bus ride was really great. It was amazing. Things such as. So it turns out that freaking Natalie videotapes the damn fight and altercation on the plane on her phone. Bessie, why are you doing that? Natalie is such a producer, a messy producer girl. But Natalie makes a decision. Anybody fights in Phoenix, like at the club, like they're going home. And I'm like, oh snap. Sidebar, Tommie, you a crazy drunk bitch, but let me tell you, you can dress. One thing you can say about Tommie Lee is that bitch can dress. I mean, she's used to scamming, and she scams the good stuff. She knows how to dress. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl, just crazy. So Kat and Stunna Girl rehash what happened last night because, you know, Kat was on the bus and, you know, Stunna was on the plane. They talk about the whole fight. Stunna Girl comes to the decision that she wants to kind of like, you know, let Kat, you know, experience these girls more and stuff, and she feels kind of bad that, oh, you know, she's been, you know, separated with me because I've been getting in fights with a lot of these girls. And I was like, oh, wow, like, wow, Stunna Girl, like, that's actually really cool for you to, like, admit that and to be less narcissistic, you know what I mean? So the next scene we have Rollie, Lil London and Biggie just talking about what happened last night with the fight, things of that nature. They just really are just talking and rehashing stuff from the last night before. That's really all they be doing. Ugh. Oh, and they also wonder when is Natalie gonna give them their check? They always talking about getting the bag. They ain't seen no money yet, so like, where the heck is the bag? They do talk about how Razor needs to stop her drinking because she has a lot to lose as well. And, you know, they're just concerned about Razor, and they should be because Razor is a freaking drunk bitch. So the next scene, Tommie comes down to talk to Razor about the night before. Then Natalie and Scotty come down, and, you know, they basically discuss the night before. They ask her, like, do you think you have a problem drinking? And basically they tell her, or she tells them, like, no, I don't have a problem drinking. I've done this before. I just think, you know, that I'm just stressed out with this whole situation. She really doesn't take any accountability. So I'm just kind of like, okay, girl, okay. They get down, they're getting ready to go out. Natalie has the money. They finally got to the bag from Vegas, but it's only $20K. That's it? Are you kidding me? I'm thinking, oh, that's a little ass amount. They're trying to decide if, like, the performers that rapped should get more or if everybody should split it equally. I'm of the mind that they should just all split it equally. Because you know why I'm saying that? It's because, like, what are these rap? It's not like they're like doing like choreography full on Britney Spears, Mariah Carey singing shit like that. No, they're literally getting in front of a microphone and being like, yo, what's up? Duh, what you doing? With their original track playing, and they're just rapping over the original track, going, hey, hey, hey. It's the same thing the other girls are doing. So I personally don't feel like they should. I feel like they should all get paid equally, but I do understand how some of the other girls would feel a certain type of way. Now, Low London is just kind of like, nah, like, we should just all split it equally. And then Tommie's like, you think I should get it equal with you? You think I should get equal what you get equal to? She's just really going off. And I'm like, Tommie, calm down. Like, Tommie she has delusions of grandeur to me. She really has delusions of grandeur. She's not all that. Like, okay, girl, you're very pretty, you can dress, and you run Love and Hip-Hop. But it's like, what else? Low London is not letting up on Tommie, and she makes a really, really, really good point. And Tommie, to me, she completely just jumps out the window with this.
Probably more than mine, but when you signed up to come on this show and we all decided to do it together.
I'm not signed on this show. I'm a producer, baby. I'm not a talent on this show.
Hello. First of all, I feel a certain way even doing this shit all together. And
what do you mean you feel a certain way doing this shit all together? Then get off the fucking show. Girl, what the fuck? If you just want to be a producer, be a producer. I hate when these cast members do this producer shit, because it's like they want to have this superiority complex. No more producers on the freaking show. And then you see how crazy and neckish that woman is getting. Like, girl, calm down. Now you gotta take your shoes off and talk about that, because like, it's really not even that serious. But I want to know what you guys think, and this is the video the YouTube algorithm thinks you should watch next.